All right, this is the video on matrices, okay? So please pay attention to the video because this is going to be on your test. This is easy points, but we got to know how to do them, all right? Let's check this. So for here, what we're going to do is we're going to subtract these matrices. So I'll give you a set of matrices and you just subtract them if possible. In this case, you can only subtract or add matrices if they're in the same shape. So in this case, this is a 4 columns by 2 rows. So they're 4 rows by 2 columns. So, and this is a 4 row by 2 columns. So they're able to be done. So what I do is I just take each spot and subtract them. So for example, 1 minus 5 is -4. -4 minus -1 is -4 plus 1, so -3. 5 and minus 7, -2. 3 minus 2, 1. -7 minus -4, -3. -1 minus 9, 8. 8 minus 13 is -5. And 2 minus 3 is -1. So that took a little bit of time. Let me show you how you could do that with your calculator. And this is a key part here that people missed. All right, and pull up the calculator and make it big. So luckily for us, the calculator has a thing for matrices. We have an option called second, if you can see over here, matrix. Now, matrix has 2 columns that we care about. 3, I guess. So there's names. This is when I want to use them. Math, this is when I want to do to them. And edit is when I want to change them. So I'm going to first go to edit. Now, what did we say that was? That was a 4 by 2. A was a 4 by 2. So I'm going to do 4 and 2. So you can see here it's a 4 by 2. Now I'm going to plug in the numbers here. So 1, -4, 5, 3, -7, -1, 8, 2. So you see how I just entered that every time I put the number, I just press enter, it goes to the next one. And I just want to make sure it's matching. Okay. So I'm going to click second quit. Anytime you need to go back to the normal thing, you go second quit. And I'm going to go to the matrix one more time. And the matrix, I'm going to go to, I'll do E just because it was E. And the other one. And I'm going to do 4 by 2. And I'm just going to plug in what E is. So 5, -1, 7, 2, -4, -9, 13, 3. Second quit. All right, I already put that in. Now, luckily for me, because I have A and E plugged in, if I wanted to do A minus E, I could just go to second matrix again. And I'm going to click enter on names because I will just put it on the screen so I can work with it. So matrix A minus matrix E, and lo and behold, we get the answer over here. So you could do that with matrices. Now you're right to say, well, Mr. Toba, that's a lot annoying, and that's pretty annoying for a, adding matrix. That definitely took longer. And I agree with that. So what we're going to do is use it for the other ones. So let me just put them all in and then work from there. So let's edit this one. 0, 3, -8, 6. The matrix. Gonna make this a 4 by 2. 0, 3, -8, 6, 1, -2. -7, -5. Okay. Again, I'm just going to edit all of these right now. Please pay attention. For this one, C, it's not a 2, but a 4 by 2. It's a 2 by 4. So C is a 2 by 4. And it's going to be 4, -3, 9, 2. 7, -9, 0, 6. Last one. (11,7, -2,0). I please suggest that you put this in your calculator yourself. 8, -5. So you get practice on putting it in the calculator one time. All right, I did all that work, and it's like really annoying that I spent all that time. But what now it allows me to do is, if I have C and D here, all I have to do is go to second matrix, and I go to C, and I do plus second matrix D, plus second matrix D. There you go. And then it gives me 15, 4, 7, 2, 15, -14, 1, 16. So let me just put it here. Great. 15, 4. (15, 4, 7, 2, 15, -14, 1, 16. Now 3A, I could just do 3 second matrix for name. I'm putting the name in there. So A, I could do the answer like that. 3, -12, 15, 9, -21, 9, -3, and 24, 6. Now notice I have DB. You can multiply matrices. To multiply matrices, you put them in your calculator. Luckily for me, I already put it in my calculator. The one thing that's very important about this though, is you gotta make sure you put it in the right order. If you put BD versus DB, I'm just gonna show you, you're gonna get different answers. Matrices are not commutative, aka the order matters. So make sure you put it in the correct order. So DB is the one I wanted. So DB is -58, 79, -29, -58. AB, now sometimes, like AB, you might get this. You get a dimension mismatch. What that means is that it's impossible. So in that case, it's no solution. And then number 6 is going to be 2 times C minus 3 times D. And you see, even though I took all that work to plug it in, now I get all my answers pretty straightforward. All right. For this one, there's new matrices. I'm just going to show you something. If you see the word determinant, I'm not going to use this one, but if you use the word determinant, what you're going to do is go to math, or I'm sorry, you're going to go to second matrix, and you see where it has DET, you could probably guess what that means. That means determinant. So determinant of matrix A would be, well, that's impossible actually, because it's not a square matrix. Let me change it. Let's say it's matrix of, let's do F. So that's option 6. That would be 54. So if you wanted to do determinant, you just press the determinant of whatever matrix you have, 54. And if you want the inverse of something, so we do the inverse of F, you go to the matrix. So matrix F, and you just raise it to the power of -1. Power of -1 is the same button you've been clicking this whole time for the matrix. This is chaotic, but that's because it's a 3x3. It'll be simpler on your test. All right, use this to your advantage. Make sure you have a calculator, especially for the matrices.